right, everybody. These NFL stars don't just hit hard, they were born for the ring. From wild personalities to killer finishers, let's talk about what NFL players would wreck the WWE. I'm going to go first today, and I'm going to say my boy, Patrick Mahomes. Coming out the gate, one of the best players in the NFL. name, or excuse me, WWE name, Showtime.
Good
Bam,
God.
right
Good
there.
God.
Showtime.
Good God.
Comes out, some music, finisher move, right out the gate, the no-look KO. How many times on the football field you see him looking this way? He goes, bloop, there goes the ball. No-look KO, boom. They're out of there.
Here's a fun fact. Jameis Winston was the first one to do a no-look throw. It just didn't get popular because he's not Mahomes.
Well,
Screw Mahomes.
He was also the first NFL player to steal crab legs, too. But let's move on.
Come on.
All right, that's my first one.
All right.
Who you got?
All right. Hold up. Let me turn this. My first one. Let me get my notes, make sure this is perfect. So I'm going. My man, being a Bucs fan, Baker Mayfield. Gotta go my quarterback. And if he was in WWE, his name would be Baker Bay, because his first name's Baker, and he's playing in Tampa Bay. Baker Bay. Okay. And his finisher would be the Chef's Kiss, because Baker be bacon. Baker be bacon. It's the Chef's Kiss. And that's his quote. Baker be bacon. That's what the commentators say. Baker be bacon. He hits a drop kick. Baker be bacon. Right? And this is his pose. This is his pose.
Give me the money.
When he's taunting. Yeah, this is how he's taunting. That okay. Baker
Does he
Bay.
have like one of those little white chef hats too?
Yeah, that's his entrance. He wears that during his entrance. As far as cosmetics.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you got a crush on him. You did a lot of thinking on that one, didn't you?
Yeah. It took me 2 hours.
Man, that's crazy. I think I'm gonna switch mine over to the defensive side of the ball. See him go. This dude's pretty big, man, and I know he can get angry. I wouldn't want to mess with him. I think I'm about to go with Myles Garrett.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that dude would come in and destroy him. I don't really have a saying for him. I guess I don't know. My WE name, I would have to say I'd probably go with the Freak Show. I think that would fit him well. The Freak Show. I could see him doing something. Like a helmet drop. But like, how would you? Because you don't really obviously can't have a helmet in the thing, so maybe it's like kind of like a dive off the top rope and like hitting him with his head.
Okay.
Right when they're laying on the mat, call it the helmet drop or something.
Oh, so he's using his like forehead when he's jumping off the land on somebody.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you know more about the WWE than me. Like, what's that move called? They're laying in the ring and they jump out. They kind of usually go like this and they go.
I'm blanking on the name, but some wrestlers do use it. There's this wrestler named El Grande Americano that uses it, the greatest luchador of all time. So he'll jump off the top rope and his forehead will land on the other guy's forehead. So it's kind of like giving him a concussion. When we know he likes to give concussions. So that's not bad. And to bounce off of you, because I also picked Myles Garrett, and I'll just do it now, because since you did, I want to do my version of Myles Garrett if he was in WWE.
Let's hear it.
His name would be Mayhem Miles. Mayhem Miles. That would be his nickname. And like you said, my finisher, I was thinking like you, I think I would actually do hits you with the helmet. And let me explain, because Logan Paul finisher actually for like a year was a brass knuckles. He would distract the ref, grab a brass knuckles, punch somebody, and win a match. That's what Myles Garrett could be his finisher. He does something as a heel, distracts the ref, and when the ref isn't looking, bam, hits somebody with the helmet, they get knocked out, throws the helmet on the side so the ref can't see. 1, 2, 3. So we kind of have this similar idea. It's just the name. My name would be Mayhem Miles.
I got you. So with that, I mean, obviously, probably I like that. I like actually using the helmet, and I do remember what's his face using the brass knuckles and everything, because I call him a cheater all the time every time I see him. But so I'd imagine the helmet would have to be probably some part of his outfit coming out. You think, or do you think it would be like hidden under the ring? I imagine the easiest way to kind of like hide it would. Because it's not like brass knuckles you can hide in your pants. You got a helmet. So I'd imagine that to be part of like his outfit coming down so it's sitting on the side of the ring, right?
I guess it depends on time management, right? If he has time to put it under the ring before the show starts, he could do that too. But if he doesn't, yeah, he could just wear it out, right? He's a football player. Nobody would find it suspicious. Puts it on his head. He lays it like on the staircase or whatever, and then later on he can use it as his finisher. Let's go. He would be a beast in WWE.
I like that. I think I got to go back to the Chiefs, man.
Uh-oh.
Go with Travis Kelce.
Oh, God.
I mean, how popular is he? And he's got an explosive, personality. Dude's crazy on the field. You might like this one. Let's call him the tight end Titan. What you think about that? You know what I'm saying? But I even like the name of his finishing move better because it even involves his actual last name. Back when I was younger, there used to be a guy called Diamond Dallas Page. You ever heard of him?
Nope.
No, you have to look him up. He used to toss up the diamond, and like his finishing move would be like the diamond cutter or something like that. Well, we're gonna switch this, and his is gonna be the Kelce cutter.
Oh, basically, that's a nice ring to it,
right? Kelce cutter, and like he's gonna come out and be like, I cook them all. And he's gonna come out, and he and his brother has that beer, kind of like Stone Cold Steve Austin, coming out drinking his own garage beer or whatever it's called. A dude would light it up, man. All the ladies would love him too, because they'd want to meet Taylor Swift. They'd be like, oh.
Maybe Taylor Swift could be like a distraction in the stands during his matches.
Yeah, she'd be one of the ringside girls. You know what I'm saying?
No, okay.
Yeah. She would definitely be distracting those refs.
Okay.
she would, man. They'd be looking at her, and then boom, and they're cheating.
Well, I was saying distraction by like disgusting. But
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But you find her attractive?
Yeah, well, you're gonna catch some hate for that.
It is what it is. Shiver me. Shiver me timber.
Timber.
Okay, here comes the 8-year-old girls. They're coming.
That could be her stage name. Shiver me timber.
For my next one, going wide receiver, probably the number one receiver right now, Justin Jefferson. And if he was in WWE, I would call him Jet Jettas. I know a lot of people call him J Jettas, but I'm going to add the Jet to it. I think it has more of a WWE ring to it. Jet Jettas. And his finisher would be the gritty drop. Now, hear me out. As we know, John Cena, which is the most popular finishers, when he's doing You Can't See Me, they're laying on the ground. You know how he runs back and forth on the ring and does that? Instead of running back and forth, Justin Jefferson's going to gritty around the ring while the guy's laying down. And then once he gets to the guy, elbow drop, gritty, elbow drop, gritty, elbow drop. It's called the gritty drop. That's what I got for Jet Jettas. My bad. Jet Jettas would be Justin Jefferson here.
Okay. Funny thing is I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing you did to me for Myles Garrett. Is I'm going to bounce off of you. I wasn't actually going to call this guy because he was on my list, but I think I'm going to do it now that you said it, just because then we can put in the chat, be like, hey, which version do you like better? Bailey's or mine? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'd also say Justin Jefferson. I'd bounce off your gritty thing, but that would be involved in his name. I would call him the gritty god.
Oh, I like that. All right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he did that on the field, made it popular. I mean, that video was everywhere.
I mean, he's the gritty god. Nobody can do it better than him.
Yeah. And also, you know what the funny thing is? Crazy thing is, I'm right there with you on that finisher move too. Right? Laying in the middle thing, except we're going to call it the dance breaker. You know what I'm saying?
The dance breaker.
Bounce, do a little dance. Hit him with the elbow. Wrap him up. 1, 2, 3. Done.
What? No, okay. Well, you guys tell us in the comments. I think mine's a little better. There. But we'll see in the comments.
Okay. I like the dance breaker.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Okay, my next one is for probably one of your goats here, Aaron Rodgers. Your man Aaron Rodgers here from the Packers, now on the Steelers. His wrestling or WWE name would be Big Rod. They like to call him A-Rod, but I would go Big Rod because that's just like a lot of wrestlers have big in their name, right? The Big Show, Big Bronson Reed, right? So I know he's not a big guy. But yeah, it just sounds more WWE-ish than A-Rod. And A-Rod's too basic, so Big Rod. And I got his finisher. His finisher is he's going to break an ACL mid-match. and then nurses come out, right? But he fakes the ACL injury. It's not real. He's like, oh, I'm hurt. Refs come out. He gets a doctor, but it's actually a fake doctor that hits the other wrestler in the back and then runs away, and then A-Rod wins. That would be his finisher right there for Big Rod.
I kind of feel like you selected that one just to take a shot at me.
No, what?
Because that's the most ridiculous. That would only work for one match. So the bro he would only wrestle one match in his career. It'd be like last season with the Jets.
He only played one game of his career that one season. It seems like Aaron Rodgers.
Damn, that's harsh. Speaking of him, though, he does not look good in the Steelers jersey. I don't care what anybody says. I know he's congratulations. I saw something come out the other day on a side note. Oh, he's he signed on a random day. He's not looking for the clout. He's showing up every day to minicamp. I don't give a shit. He does not look good in that jersey. Either just retire or sign with Green Bay for one day and retire. Then you're done.
I don't think
the Steelers win the Super Bowl.
I don't think the dark fits him. Right, we're used to the Green Bay, which is lighter colors. Jets is lighter colors. I agree with you. The dark Steelers uniforms just maybe we got to see him in like a lighter. Steelers have a white jersey. I got to see him in a Steelers white jersey. But the one I've seen, the edit I seen was a black Steelers jersey. Was not hitting for sure. That was oof.
We'll see. I wish him the best. I mean, especially if it's his last season or whatever, man. I wish him the best. Hopefully it goes well for him. I hope the Packers kick the shit out of him.
Him and DK Metcalf. We'll see that. See how that goes.
Yeah. Let me go over here and look at my list again real quick. There's like so many like good ones, but then not good ones you're coming up with. You know what? I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go wide receiver here.
Okay.
I think I have to pull out Tyreek Hill because I feel like he'd be able to run around that ring. He'd have some good stamina. We could call him his nickname in the NFL is the Cheetah. So we'll just kind of stick with that. We'll call him Cheetah Flash.
Okay.
Probably could come up with something a little bit better, but Cheetah Flash could be cool, some graphics and fireworks and whatnot. Finisher move, we could stick with that theme and call the Flash Kick. Big boot to the face.
Okay.
I'd say big Flash Kick, big boot to the face. They fall down. He could run up, top bunk, jump out, do like a boom boom spring thing on him. All that, and then I would say tagline kind of corny, but something I don't know. Something about him being so fast. I didn't even really think about that. I don't know, like blink and you're done or blink and you're dead. I don't know.
Whoa, what?
Right?
All right, well, I'll bounce off of you because I actually did Tyreek Hill as well. And
damn, we
got some similars. And you said the nickname the Cheetah, but here's my little twist to it. It would be like the way you would pronounce it, like the cheats because he would be a bad guy in WWE. He cheats. He likes to cheat in a lot of his matches. So the cheats right? It's like the cheater, but like you're mixing cheetah and cheater together. And then for his finisher, I don't know if I don't really have the best name for it yet, but I can try to explain it. As he would run so fast. If you guys ever seen Braun Breaker when he does his spears, it's the guy that runs back and forth. He's the one that speared Speed at the Royal Rumble. Right. You know how he goes back and forth in the ropes to get his momentum going, but then he spears the guy? Tyreek Hill would do that, but instead of the spear, he would kick one leg, and on the way back, kick the other, so they fall down on their knees, and then he'll go one last running, kick in the face would be his finisher. So bam, kick, back and forth, bam, kick, and then he goes for the pin. That would be his finisher for me. I don't have the best name. I have like the running kick or something. Probably, like you said, probably could be something better, but it depending. Maybe he gets a 5-year contract, year 3, the name could be better. Who knows?
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. I would say if I had to do it, I like to kick back and forth because they can run and like jump and kick. But like I would say like the finisher, like on the third one, instead of kicking them again, I would do like a knee. Like bam, knee, and just like lay them out, knee to the chops across the face. I think that would lay them out.
Okay.
So that'd be
we
have
cool.
some
similar ones here. What's going on here?
It's crazy. All right. So I'm gonna go back to the quarterback route.
Okay.
So if you have this guy as well, I knew you wouldn't pick any Chiefs players, so that's why I had to go with the 2 Chiefs guys because I know you absolutely hate the Chiefs.
Yeah, I can't even think about someone for them. Oh, good God.
I know you like this guy a little bit better. And I think like he's got like the perfect setup name. Is your boy Joe Burrow.
Oh,
So
okay.
you called a man Joe Shiesty. You know what I'm saying? And he's like one of those pretty boy types that I could almost see him playing the goofy role and coming out like a Joe Henry type role.
Okay.
You know, because I can see that look with the hair, and he could do like the pose and like the face. I can see him doing that. Obviously not when he had his blonde hair. I think that looks so stupid when he dyed his hair blonde.
Slim Shady.
But Slim Shady, right? Finisher move, I would just call the cold cash clutch.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
How would that go?
I would say it'd be like a chokehold from behind into like a sweep type slam situation, and just lay him out, and then he would hop in his Batmobile and just ride out.
Oh, he could use his Batmobile for entrances.
Right.
That would be good. I didn't think about that. That would be a good add-on. Okay.
But like, I mean, just the name right there, Joe Shiesty, that right there, it means he could be good, he could be bad. You don't know what he's doing, but I like him in that goofy role, like a Joe Henry, and
like a cocky character. He's cocky. He has the good looks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Well, I have one more left, and if you're talking about football, you always got to talk about this guy, my man Tom Brady. Right. This guy, I gotta end it with him. And if he was a WWE,
you said we were doing current players. You said we were doing current players.
I know. This is why this is like a bonus. I actually thought of this while we're doing this recording. This wasn't even part of my list. But I was like, you know what? We can add him in. We got to add Tom Brady in here. I'm probably a lot of people are curious. What would Tom Brady be like if he was in WWE? And I mean, let's be honest. The name's pretty obvious. It could be the GOAT. It could be GOAT. Let's be honest. Either or is fine. But his finisher, right? His finisher, who'd be in the ring and what he, probably like a basic punch kick, right? He could do this off a lot of moves, but while they're like dizzy in the middle of the ring, he goes like this, and he bounces off the ring, and he charges at them, and then bam, like it's like a spear, but using your head and fingers, right? You're not using like your shoulder. It's a spear, and just like bam, right into the belly, knocks the wind out of them. They're down, goes for the pin. That would be his finisher right there.
See, I like that, and that's good if you want to go like a goofier route. But if you're calling the man the GOAT, what he should do is he should pull out his damn Super Bowl rings, put them on like a pair of brass knuckles, and lay them out.
I like that.
There's a finisher right there.
I do like that. I'll give you that. All right, we'll put the mine as a signature, and then yours as a finisher. So mine is just a basic move he uses throughout the match, but yours is the actual final blow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly. I like that. I'll let you have that one. I do like that. It's like Logan Paul's move, but with rings.
Exactly.
And, wow.
He could be all cocky and stuff, walking out to the ring with like a briefcase, like with his rings in it, and that way it's like off to the side.
Or Robert Kraft could be his manager, right? You know how like Paul Heyman is the manager of Roman. Well, not anymore, but he used to be. He would be like the manager of Roman. He would hold his Ulafala. You could have Robert Kraft holding his rings, and then once Tom Brady wants it mid-match, he takes it from Robert Kraft, just like Roman did with Paul Heyman, and bam, that could be a good little duo there. That would be fun.
Yeah, exactly. Or he could do the little GOAT thing, knock him down, and that would give him time to put the rings on, and as they're getting back up, like, I just got hit by a GOAT.
Oh, bam. We're cooking. This is cooking. Hold up. Yeah. Tom Brady needs to go to WWE.
We got to get some more. We need to do some more. We need to do another video, like a part 2 of this.
Yeah, if y'all want a part 2, drop that like and tell us in the comments who would you want in wrestling, and tell us what their name would be, their finisher would be. We want to know. But yeah, part 2 is coming. Just stay tuned for that.
Till next time.